That's why I wasn't coming back. I want you to know I was coming back. What's good, y'all? What's good? Who's on? So, let's talk. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for those who donated. I appreciate you for doing that. I truly appreciate y'all. I have one more day here. The last day is tomorrow. And yeah, it's been amazing. It's been truly amazing. I'm gonna move my stuff over here so I can be able to talk with y'all. I'll be on even with y'all. All right, there you go. This is way better. Hey y'all, sorry, I was just trying to get ready again. What's good with y'all? Listen, Philly has really stood out. Really stood out. You know, what y'all did, I really appreciate y'all, what y'all did. I looked inside my stuff. Y'all didn't know I was monetized. I got monetized, but I never saw this, I saw this dollar sign thing there yesterday. I didn't know what it meant. This is new to me. You know, I appreciate every single one of you who donated. I want to say my thanks again. I appreciate y'all for that. And what we're going to talk about has to do with that sea of different regressions we had during the week. Now, I know earlier I said I was supposed to do a question and answer. Thank you, Starseed. I appreciate you for saying that. I appreciate y'all for saying that. Now, I believe that they're doing that because they want, whenever I see, they know that people get monetized. For some apparent reason, YouTube have it so that people like myself can make people members. So I see the membership thing saying that most people get automatic notifications when they are a member of whatever. It's just new thing to me. So I'm just new to it either which way. So let's talk about those sessions. I'm sure you guys have some questions. This is the least questions I've had. This is the least amount of persons I had on my live right now at 12. So I'm glad I can manage this right now. If you got questions, answer me, asking them now, because You know, when that number starts to pile up, the question start to pile up as well. Is it possible to choose never to reincarnate with your current family and choose a brand new family like next life? You just like them and they just like you. If you dislike them and they dislike you, there's a disharmony, and that disharmony will create a karmic tie. So the fact that you dislike them and they dislike you, then you're gonna end up with each other again. The goal and the moral of being a human being or being even incarnated in any lifetime on any planet is the goal of unconditional love. Loving without detachment. Learning pure and unadulterated love. Like, that's the only way I can say it. The only way that you can be experienced is loving with detachment. Wait. The game on? How many souls have you contracted to heal this lifetime? The answer to that is about 1.7 million, I think. From the last time I'm in the cash records, I think it's about 1.7 million, or and then that stretches on to even more. So while you reset back to now, so you go, yeah, back to now, so I go all the way to the end. I got one more day, and that's it. Wait, that was second tonight. Yeah, I'm nowhere near finished. I got quite a few more to do. But it isn't necessarily from me. So for my name and from people who I train, they're gonna be healing people too. So we're gonna reach that marker. Come on, Matt. So yeah. So the answer to that is, okay, what do you call it when you can feel a person's energy so strong, the point that you know their thoughts and intentions? I feel people's energy so strong that it drains me sometimes. Starseed, what you need to learn how to do is create a psychic bubble. Creating a psychic bubble is as simple as closing your eyes and visualizing a translucent ball or translucent bubble is engulfing your whole body all around you. And the translucent bubble will reflect any kind of energy, unwanted energy towards you. So the question Joseph Mark asks, does everyone have a starseed lineage? Some souls, and there are a lot of skeptics saying that Earth is a new planet compared to a lot of others. Some starseeds are earthbound. Like they literally, a lot of souls were sentient beings who are here on Earth, who originate from Earth. What is it when you call it when you keep saying a person's name? It becomes hunting. How do you stop it? There's a reason why that name is being popped up. This means that you need to figure out the reason why that name keeps popping up. It's a message. It's a message in everything. You need to just find out so you can put an end to it. So you can deliver that message, whatever that message is, or receive that message. Renata Jones asked, do I train? Yes, I will be training when I finish my last tour, my second tour, not my tour after this. I'll be training. Hopefully I'm only 8 minutes late. Do you believe in voodoo and people putting black magic on another person? I believe that there's vibration and energy in everything. And energy goes where focus goes. And if there's a lot of concentrated energy towards hurting people, then that can happen. Black magic can happen. Energy goes where focus goes. Are there souls on the earth that serve as ushers to other souls during death? Yes. They're called mediums. You know, there's a lot of mediums within all of y'all. I've done some of y'all charts and I said this person's a medium. That person is a medium. And I'm gonna be glad a little bit so I can be going home. I'll be doing a lot of teaching on astrology and how to discover your gifts. Now my classes are very exclusive, so they have the ability to learn these things. Now I won't be teaching my beginners course. I'll be popping in to help my teacher, one of my teachers. But them teaching you is like me teaching you because I basically scrutinize and they teach what I tell them to teach, but in their own way, their own twist. I'll be glad to be going back home to be teaching astrology again. Okay. The question is, why does my dog act so clingy when you're on? It's not the snaps, it's the snaps. Your dog be acting clingy towards you or towards me? You know what? She different. I'm gonna take that out of my mouth. What do we do or you suggest if we're still unclear after our session with you? When you say unclear, I try my best to make sure that you see what your purpose is, what your challenges are, what you're here for, your gifts, your skills, your talents, healing. If someone would be unclear after knowing what their purpose is and the general direction to go towards it, then I'd say that they needed way more than just a session. They needed a rude awakening. That's my feeling. Because if something is pointed to you and tell you, this is your purpose, and this is how you do it, then, a session with me, and plus your natal chart, knowing your map of your life, being able to study how to get on, and to know the next step to take astrologically as well. Those two things are paramount. I don't see anything topping that. How do the Orishas flow into our cheaper cipher? All right, see, when you're talking about religion, I'm not a very religious person. And I don't like to bash people's religion because they're corny. Hey, what's going on? And Barbara, um, I don't bash people's religion. Last time I mentioned something, I swear to you, one of my colleagues came to me and almost tried to eat me alive about Dorishas. So I stay clear away from that. I don't have them conversations with people who can't have that conversation. You're not a Jones, you are a medium. Well, you come to Connecticut. I'll come to Connecticut. Yeah, I've been asked to come to Connecticut. But there's only so much states I could go to. Man, start this money thing again. I used to people pouring out money to me. You know how long I did regressions for free? Just to get data so that when I speak to you guys, I can speak from a very clear perspective. I did, what I say, free regression straight through. So I appreciate y'all pouring that out to me. What you say? You want to book a session to find out? No problem, no being Nika. Are the beginner's astrology class, how long after will the intermediate flow? So it's 40 classes for the beginners. The intermediate and the beginners start 2 weeks behind each other. So the other course would run concurrent afterwards. There's a month in between, and then it starts again. So a month after, and then it starts again. What does it mean when an old soul is in a transition into the next stage? What is the stages of the souls? Salina Sanchez. All right, so even though souls live different lifetimes, thousands of lifetimes, there are 7 stages of the souls. And in those 7 stages of the souls, there are also 7 stages of those stages. So there are 7 stages of infant souls, 7 stages of the baby soul, 7 stages of the young soul, 7 stages of the mature soul, 7 stages of the old soul, transcendental soul, and then is the cosmic souls, 7 stages of all. All right. So they're in this old soul, and in the transition of going into transcendental soul, they have completed the 7 stages. You see, when people go into a past life, and I ask them, how many did they get right, and how many did they get wrong, or how much did they get right compared to the lifetimes they've lived? That determines, not how much lifetimes you live, determine your soul age. What determines your soul age is how much you got right. That determines whether you advance or when you stay in a certain place. Like I told you, Earth is a school. Whether you like to believe it or not, this is a school. This is not your home. This is a temporary home. All other planets are temporary homes. I would say temporary schools. So this is why we have to take conscious effort to make it right in the lifetime you're in. Know your purpose, know what you're here to do, so you can evolve and advance to the next stage of your soul's evolution. So let's just say that you are a baby soul, and you're a baby soul, baby soul. So there's baby soul, so there's infant soul, infant soul, infant soul, baby soul, infant soul, young soul, infant soul, mature soul, infant soul, old soul, infant soul, cosmic soul, infant soul. But sorry, those souls don't go into the cosmic and the transcendental. So infant soul, as simple as that. Then you get the infant baby soul. Then you got the mature soul, young soul, old soul. So there's 7 stages of each. Sorry, 5 stages of those, they say. It's a very complex thing, but it's literally, I'm going to write it out one of these days. I'm going to do the board. There's boards that can be seen, but they aren't as comprehensive as the spirit world really is. The people who took down the Michael teachings, they gave them much as they could. When it comes to doing the graft of how you advance, they don't really tell you all of that. I will do that process. All right, what's the next question? Clinging towards me, but he falls asleep when you are like deep and deep. Is it in your vibration? I would say so. But I'll ask it, do you feel that way? What do you do if you feel like you have a block to your higher self? Well, from when you feel as if you have a block to your higher self, you're taking the first step. The first step is you're acknowledging that there's a block. And from that acknowledgement, you could then move on to the next step, the next stage, which is rectifying that block. And you can rectify that block by observing yourself, seeing what those blocks are. What do you do if you feel like, okay? Hey, Mo Boss Lady, how y'all doing? Why is it sometimes I feel like dancing and singing in another language? Demetrius Crosby. It's possibly so that you are connecting to a part of your soul that resonates with a foreign country or culture. And you probably lived that lifetime, and that's probably the one that resonates the most with you. Do you offer a progressive chart reading? Oh gosh, it went all the way up, sorry. DJ Morris, I appreciate you. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Do you offer a progressive chart reading? If so, how much is it? And when will you be offering it again? Healing from the inside out. My natal chart reading starts March 10th when I get back home. And a progressive chart reading is $150 in May. I also give you the progress chart report, and I go over what to expect. It's about an hour and 15 minutes of me going over your chart. So that's basically an hour and 15 minutes is like 75 minutes. So I'm charging, you might as well say, $2 a minute. Which I think is fair. What does it mean when you know who is about to die or pass? That means that you're a medium. That's, now you know what that is. That means you're a medium. How to book a session? M. Now M, I'm at the end of my past life regression tour. On March 8th, I will be announcing and releasing my calendar for my next tour. So you'll be able to book that. The minute I make the announcement, you're gonna have to be there. I'm gonna make a big announcement. I'm gonna say and do a video saying my booking is open, and I want you to believe there are people who wants to book from all the way from Taiwan. Sorry, I saw that Taiwan. Wow. And then Australia, so people would be flying down to come to your state that you live in when I'm there. So I want you to believe that the moment that I say, your mark, get set, go, that they are on it. You asked the question, how to get your birth chart? What is the website? Fabric plug. There are all kind of free websites. You could go to cafeastro.com, and it's astro.com. I would love to have you break down my natal chart. I know it, but need a more in-depth understanding of it. I have no problem with that. Like, but you have to book me through my page for a natal chart reading. The same page you book for sessions. Just the Astro Einstein Quantum Healer. Message them and let them know that you're here to book a natal chart reading. And make sure, even though it's a progress chart, say natal chart reading, so they can know that it's a natal chart reading. Because natal chart and progress chart cost the same thing. You say you understand nothing about natal chart, all you gotta do is just do a reading with me. We'll see how it goes from there. How long is the intake period for the next astrology class? So it's 40 classes for the beginner's astrology, and it's $220 for a class. That isn't bad at all. There aren't much people. And we give free electronic astrology books, the books that you're going to be studying and using. And if you want to learn more, I fill up my library in my school, and my school webpage, fill it up with astrology books. You could go crazy with the books. So, it's way worth more the money you're paying for. And the question is, do you protect yourself before your session like you do your clients? I have Florida water in my fuse bottle, my fuser that cleanses this whole area. Let me show you my diffuser in the corner there. I see another thing right there. You see that bottle over there? Right over there. That's my Florida water. This whole area cleansed. You see that same little spray right there? That spray right there? That's my sage and Palo Santo. I spray that. My crystals protect me. All right, another question. Astro, are people's energy draining during your session? No. I create a psychic bubble around me so that I don't drain. So as you can see, you'll be like, this man, I'm probably the hardest working man in the spiritual community right now. I go from 6 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the night, and then I do it all over again. Yeah. So and I don't find it draining. I just keep going. You can put it online with your date and birth, place of birth where you're born. Thank you very much, Starseed, for helping out with that. After past a question called me, like, will a person gifts amplify be immediately be available, or is it on stages? It's according to the person or to goddess. People's when you look at, I just want to give this example. I don't want to get too much into bibliology. But then you look and you think about Yeshua ben Joseph and his 12 disciples, if you want to use that terminology. Even though he taught that, even though he opened up the gifts for them in some way, some of them still doubted, which hindered their gifts. Doubt causes you not to be able to tap into your gift very soon. The more you doubt it, the more you question it, the more you analyze it, the more you watch it, as if you're watching a clock, the longer it takes to manifest. Does the degree your sun is at indicate how old your soul is or what your stage? Is that? Such a very deep question. It does help you to understand a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot. It doesn't tell you exactly how old your soul is. But to somebody like myself who studies esoteric astrology, it could give a clear indication. I have, oh gosh, sorry. Let's get it right, because I'm tired and I want to go home. Renata, I tend to know as well. My mom used to call me Angel of Death. Spirit came to me and told me when my father was about to pass, and I got a call minutes later. Felicia, you are a medium. That's pretty cool. Okay, but I would love to have it break down deeper. We're hitting you with tons of questions after our last. Yeah, that one was, it's always an interesting one. Are there any literature you recommend to understanding the state of the soul? And during a session, do you know what the stage is we're in? 1 second. Hold on. 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 That's a good question. Are there any literature to recommend to understanding the stages of the soul? So it's called the Michael's Teachings. You can Google it, and it'll give you more information. There's also, you can actually YouTube it. You can actually YouTube Young Soul, Old Soul, Mature Soul, Michael's Teachings, say stages of the soul, ages of soul ages, all of those things you can find it out. Thank you for your response and all your gifts and work. Thank you very much for being open. M. Taylor said, I really want to get a regression. Any available time slots? No, this tour is almost over. I got one more day, and that's it. You have to wait until the next tour. I would do that as well, chart reading. Okay. Do you have a Cash App? Yeah, I have a Cash App. My Cash App is $Astro, the same thing right here, Astro Einstein. ASTROEINSTEIN. That's my Cash App. What does it mean when you know who is about to die or pass on? Is that part of being a medium? Yes. There are different types of mediums. Can't wait to see you. Hey, Ashley. No problem. I'm definitely getting that done. All right, sis. I'm going to be in Atlanta, though. Is there a difference between a solar return progress chart reading? They seem as if they would be similar. Yet a solar return is basically based upon the solar return. When your sun returns to the same sign around that time, the sun doesn't necessarily change. But give me a second. So the sun doesn't change. The sun sign doesn't change. The solar return is a little different. The solar return is based upon your birthday. However, the progress chart is based upon every year. Every year, the sun moves a degree. All right, and that's the difference. Progress chart, solar return, tells you about the year. Progress chart tells you about what to expect, what you evolve from. You say, I just want a natal reading. I no longer desire regression. Seems like too much work for me. LaShawn Davis. I would say this to you, LaShawn. No pain, no gain, brother. No pain, no gain. Just because he gets booked fast. So Astro, when you become world famous, you gonna remember us little people. That's why I'm gonna do like a membership. So you guys, I think I'm gonna do the membership because I won't forget y'all. Y'all make sure I don't forget y'all. I won't just blow up and forget y'all. No, I won't do that. I remember all y'all by names. All y'all. Well, Risha and IRS Isha, and Stimulisha playing with my plans. So I'm coming to the tropics period. Oh man. What time are you releasing your tour dates? On March 8th? Yes. I'm silly in the head. I swear. I'm gonna register for the astrology course too. It's a different kind. I teach whole sign astrology. And to me, it's been more accurate for me. Will astrology class be continuous? Like if I miss this one, will I have a new opportunity to take the beginner's class? We have 4 teachers. You'll have to take the next beginner's class when it rolls around again. And we said, but God. Okay, so, all right. Let me get to the question. Sorry. How can we inquire about a session with you? Kendra. Hey, Kendra. How you doing? Um, to make sure you're in the loop, follow my page, Astro Einstein Quantum Heal on Facebook, and make sure that you like the page, follow, send a message, and you'll be able to get the link to my appointments for when I do open up for my next tour. Okay? So when I open up my next tour, you'll be able to be a part of that. That's Astro Einstein Quantum Healer. Don't miss out. If you don't have a Facebook, make a Facebook. If you don't have, go on Instagram. It's the same thing. Astro Einstein Quantum Healer, one word. I can't deliver a message to a woman. Damn, I keep seeking because this woman messed with my husband. I see her name everywhere. TV books, names. Wow. Thank you, LaShawn. Appreciate you for that. Angel of Death. Yeah, that kind of freaked me out. Do they look crazy? Y'all be making me laugh. We're all about. I swear to you. So the next question is, when will you be in New York City? How can we inquire about a session with you? Just make sure whenever I release the dates, I'm gonna also show the states. All right. Schedule again, March 8th. Thank you very much, Angel Whispers. Ari, thank you for that sticker. I appreciate you for that. Yo, what we gonna do until the next tour begins? I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna still be doing videos, but I'll be doing a little stuff like teaching astrology, just little tidbits on teaching astrology, just a little bit. So it's only a month's rest, but I'm also gonna be doing a little bit of teaching. I won't be giving all up completely. Being born on the 10th of the 10th month in the day at 10 p.m. at night, does it mean something if all the numbers are matching? If so, what does it mean? Karen Ramirez. 10, the number 10 is actually a vibration of 1, which represents a leader. The 0 behind the 1 represents infinite. So this means that for some apparent reason, you're an infinite leader. 10 p.m. It'll be something if you were born 2010 or, you know. But numerology is a whole language on its own. I would suggest, Karen, that you go and take a look at all that information. Seems like an angel number to me. Yes, exactly, Nubian Queen. You answered my question before I even said it. So you go and get Hollywood on us. Nah, I won't do that. With a membership card. Okay. It's nice to see you without that mask. You have to understand that I have to keep ethics, because they have trolls who come on your page, on your video, and they would literally troll you to pieces. Oh, he's unethical. He don't have on a mask. We're gonna report him to so and so. I'd rather eliminate that. Let the haters go check another page. Can you please come to Michigan next time on the road? I'm gonna see. You are a hard man to get a session with. I get no replies on Instagram or Facebook or in your email. I hope to get one session with you when you open up again. Karen Ramirez, for real? All right, Karen Ramirez, send a message to Astro Einstein. It may go in my spam. It may take me a little while to get there. But send it. Let's see if I could help you out by inserting you and having you directly speak to my assistants, because they will listen to me. Astro, Dad, don't read my comments. I play all day. All right, Neeks, what's going on, Neeks? What's your most memorable regression? Man, all of them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Nola, like I can't remember. I have so much different ones. I can't really put a number on them. Like I've had some regressions back in the day that, I had a regression where, let me show you why one for me. I had a regression where I regressed this lady and she was being abducted, like by aliens. And I was transported there. In my mind, while I was talking to her, I was literally speaking to her, my eyes just closed, and I was watching the grays operate on her body, where they stick to her, something inside the back for her, in the back of her neck, from her nose all the way back, and as if she felt excruciating pain. And then she stopped having that pain, and they were operating on her. And I was there watching it because I have a gift called retrocognition. If I don't block it off, I go in the lifetime with them. That was really, really wild for me. Do you believe in lands beyond the North and South Pole? Ramirez, I do. I do. But that's a topic on its own. Am I ready to return home? Lavon Brown? I am. I am. Just to get your rest. Just to get your rest and to start over again. Yeah, of course. I'm ready. I'm like SpongeBob. I'm ready. I'm ready. I've endured long. What you think? Oh. All right. All right, Astro, is it possible for you to make the live chat available so it's visible when we watch replays? Okay. Is it possible for you to make the live chats available so it's visible when we watch replays? The family provides so much extra detail, and that's so much important when new people find your channel. Unfortunately, YouTube don't allow that happening. I don't know why. It just doesn't happen. So it isn't me, it's actually YouTube that does that. They don't make it available. The only time live chat is open is when it's live. Renata Jones, is it hard to fall asleep after these sessions? No, of course not. As a matter of fact, it should be even more easier. I don't always see them, I just know. I see their passing in my mind's eyes where they look like themselves in my mind. All right. Question. When you ask when the other person will be in the next life, when you ask what the other person will be to them in the next lifetime, so are you saying we just keep reincarnating? Yeah, but you could be something in another lifetime, in another planet, another universe. Yeah. There's no resting place. You think you rest. You think you just stop reincarnating and you're in this place and you're just like, yeah, boy. Boy, I remember them hard times on Earth, boy. You remember that? Yeah, child. That was like 5,000,000.57 trillion years ago. I want you to believe that you incarnate. As long as energy exists, so does lifetimes. But you gotta love it first, So I got a big old hair. Anyway, this is why I trim my hair on my face. Because hair be touchy, nose and tickling. Yeah, y'all ain't got, females ain't got much to worry about. Y'all don't worry about mustache and stuff like that. So, but yes, you reincarnate over and over again. The soul wants growth. The ego wants rest. The character you play wants rest. Would you say no? No, that wasn't alive. I didn't put it as live. I want to see another progression from PC. I'll even take one from PC. When I have my session, I want to know everything. How many planets I've lived on? Did I live in the middle of the sun? All of it. I'll pay extra. I want to know. It's not safe. Definitely. All right then. What's the other question? My best friend sleeps more after this session. Yeah, you sleep very much clearer. You sleep better. I say you want to see the future. You want to see all the stuff. Everyone's session combined, huh? That's what you want to see. I need you to teach me how to transform myself. I need more sun. Okay. It automatically happens after the day. It uploads the live chat, comments, love. Okay. I need the works and an extra mic with caption so I can. Have you had a PLR done on you? Yeah, but I'm a walking PLR, Joseph Mark. I am literally a walking PLR, like no joke. All right, so the thing is, it's an option to watch the live chat in the same area where you can save and share the video above the description box. Oh, I gotta learn how to use that. Sorry. I'm gonna keep it PG, but as women also have problems, y'all men don't have. Okay. Okay. As we live on Earth, our lives lived on other planets similarly. Yeah, but not exactly. Not all, no. You're a humanoid on Earth. Humanoids only survive on certain planets and a certain atmosphere. You're other different species and from different dimensions where their planet atmosphere doesn't affect you. What planet have you lived on the most? Not in this galaxy. You want to know? Arcturus, the star Arcturus, is the star where I live the most. Is there any significance to recurring dreams? Yes. There's a message in there for you. Yes, ma'am, I had to learn that myself. All right. Do people with anxiety have a hard time regressing? Whenever I realize that somebody has anxiety, I put them through what they call a relaxing state. I spend about 15 minutes relaxing them. And I also suggest people who are going to do my session, take my video, my relaxing video, so they could get used to my voice and listen to it, before they go to bed at night and what have you. Hi, Astro, Latia, DM Power. Hi, Astro, thank you for your healing gifts. We all need healing. I'm able to see auras over people, and this gift is cumbersome. Please advise. Warmest regards, Lala. Okay, so, you know, I will tell you this. For some people, having a cumbersome gift, something of that nature, like or reading, you could wear shades. There are shades where like polarized shades that will have you you know, to regulate when you see these auras. What's the other question? What is Chiron? I've seen it on my chart. Chiron is an asteroid, a very huge moon planet. Um, and it represents parts of you that needs healing. It's called the wounded healer. And wherever it is where you actually have the talent of healing, but also the area that you need the most healing as well is the wounded healer. And it's karmic in nature. And it gives deep lessons. It's one of the most hardest asteroids to actually experience. Color the Great. See, one of your most favorite people. I appreciate you for saying that. All right, the test in your group said I'm Arcturian. I'll make sure I get more, but so far it resonates. I keep having people try to trick me into having sex with them in my dreams. Feels like more than a repressed subconscious desire. Any insights would be appreciated. Give me a second to plug my charger in so I can see. There are other reasons why you're having that, and others than just suppressed sexual desire. That could also be an attachment, an incubus, succubus. And sometimes we have attachments, energies, entities that force us to want to, be sexual. If we go through traumatic experiences, I'm like, Friday, please. Then you could experience, having attachments. This is spirit attachments that you can have. Okay, so you say you have holes in the top right of your top ear. What? M. Taylor is born with a veil over your eyes. What they say is that you can't, the thing said that you'd be able to see ghosts and spirits. That's what old people said. That's the old folks talk. My right brain overactive. I already know I'm going to be a hot mess. I have a feeling I'm going to be very in tune and clear when I talk. You also I need for you to have a clear mind and have to be an open canvas and no expectations. What is the furthest back you've gone with someone while doing a PLR? Good question, Joseph Mark. I went all the way back to, well, if this is related to this solar system, I went all the way back to before before Earth was really formed. It was a different lifetime and a different solar system, and it was this alien species from this gentleman. Believe it or not, like, we don't talk anymore, but he had some interesting experiences. I did regressions with him for a whole month straight. I was trying to get information. I was like, listen, you're so clear. Like, I want to know more, more, more. Until, like I told you one time, we did a regression, and one of the things the channel them said, they're going to kill me. I know who you are, who you work for, la la la, look at Ray, look at blah blah blah. But his soul originates from some of the originators of. So anyway, the soul that resides in me have been around from before human beings existed. The soul that resides in me has been around before human beings existed. That's as far as I can go with that. Until you're ready to hear that. That's a whole other conversation on its own. So Goddess Awakened asks the question, is there any significance in birthmarks like in Cloud Atlas when people had ties to others who had the same one? Yes, there is a tie. You know, the birthmarks are very significant. Wait, who's all in the full moon manifestation group? So now we get the opportunity to manifest as a group. Now that I'm off the tour, we will have full moon and new moon ceremonies. I will do that in this month coming up. You guys will get the first opportunity to experience a group manifestation. Some of y'all. If you ever experience it, we do it in small groups, you do it in big groups. You come together in groups of 12. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna organize the 12. So we're gonna use a slot and we're gonna pick those 12 people and we're gonna put them together randomly so that you don't feel as if you are coming with the same set of people. We want everybody to feel connected and not cliques forming. You know, cliques could be very much, that's the word I want to use. But yeah, we don't want cliques forming. So, circles of 12 and coming together and manifesting things in the physical. We teach you how to do that. Has anyone ever went to Egypt? Yeah, the other day somebody was to Egypt. Oh, you mean in the physical? I was born with a veil to I see spirits. A lot of you guys are honest because you are gifted. You give us a description of life on another planet. Cold and great. Okay. On planet Pluto, there is an energy of living as very slim, skinny, slender beings. Sort of round head, shaped like the Greys, but they're more so slender. And they live like that because of the distance of the sun. Their life is very much focused on transition. That life there on that planet, I remember very clearly it's not the easiest planet to live on from a physical perspective. You live way longer. Can attachment interfere with your session? She different asks the question. Yeah, this is why I suggested you go into a spiritual bath or something of that nature. You've been told you from Atlantis? Yeah, but Atlantis isn't just like the original. Now, Atlantis was a time when you know, human beings, human species, we're a lot more advanced when it comes to the DNA. So Livone Brown asks, am I the only person with this gift in my family? She different? That has been the biggest thing that I've seen, the strongest thing that I've experienced is Dead Sea Salt. That and Ormus. Are you the only one in the family in this gift? The only one I know of, yes. You say angel was I had a dream about a friend, mother. She was hung. She was hung. Another woman that I woke up. 3 weeks later, the woman died, but she consoling her friend. So possibly so, Marie Willis. You have the gift of dreams. I don't know the group name. Can you post a link? The group name is Full Moon Manifestation Group. The Full Moon Manifestation is on Facebook. Why that I gonna go? Will it be on YouTube or Facebook? It's on Facebook. I'm trying to scroll down and get all your questions before I go. I believe once I get a regression, I will tune into my abilities. I had never heard of you or such a thing before stumbling on a blog video who I don't follow. I believe it's meant to be. Yeah, M. Taylor, a lot of people have said that. Marie Willis, you sound like a very interesting human being. Let me scroll down. I'm trying to get to the bottom. All right, up to the bottom. All right, guys, it's like 10:30. I have a full day tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day. You know, I ended the night at 11,035. 11,035 people. So tomorrow, how many people I got tomorrow? I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you all how much people I got tomorrow. So I'll end in tomorrow. 11,000. 11,042. So I'll be at 11,042. Thank you all for sending the donations. I'm also going to do the membership thing so that, you know, I pay homage to the people who actually, you know, take the opportunity to say they want to be a member, want to learn more. And I'm also going to give perks, you know, for people who become members. I will send out, I should say, a whole year forecast. This is a forecast for the year, so you can know exactly what to expect between now and next year, same time. I'm going to create that membership thing. If you want to be a member, it will give you every year round forecast for the year. I also will have to my premium members. You will have access to getting relocation charts at least 1/3 of the price. 1/3 of the price. Relocation charts, progress charts. Becoming a member would basically have you to get solar return charts, natal chart readings, transit readings, synastries. Synastries are when you combine two charts and you're able to get a compatibility chart. Once you become a member of, when I say membership, I mean membership of my YouTube channel. Once you become a member of my YouTube channel, you have access to half prices on Sinistry reports. That means you will get a whole full book of you and your relationship if you're dating somebody. If I see that you're a member, also, like I said, relocation charges. If you're looking to relocate someplace else, I'll be able to tell you exactly, so you will get that at a fraction of the cost. You know, you'll become, when I start to do tarot readings again, you'll be at the top of the line. It's just, when you get an opportunity, that's what we're going to do. All right? So I'm going to let y'all know when I do that. What y'all talking about? Oracle Goddess. I'll look into that for sure. Hey, Allison. Oh. Oracle Goddess. Let's take a look at that. I think that's you know what? I like that idea. I'm going to take that up. Thank you for that idea. I'm actually going to take that with my team. Okay? Would you say, Oracle, you love my ass? All right. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Oh, you asked where do I get my ormus? I create my ormus. I'm actually going to teach y'all, my members, how to make ormus. So you can have exclusive access to how I make ormus. I mean, you have people who make them, they have YouTubes, but I'm going to show you how I make mine. And yeah, I'm just going to show you how I do it. And it's really good for the body. All right, guys, y'all be safe. Like I said, I'm going to let you know what becoming. I'll let you know what that is in a minute. I mean, when I come back. It's going to be available tomorrow, the membership thing. I'm going to give you all what the perks are. Okay? Thank you, Allison. Good night as well. All right, guys, y'all be safe. Could have been anywhere, but you choose to be here with me. You know damn well I appreciate you. I sure got to get some rest so I can continue doing this on tomorrow. We finish this up. Thank you, Cola. I love y'all too. I just want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all. All right? Would you have your Discover card ready? Awesome, man. Good night.